Good morning, everyone. This is Royce. Come back at you with yet another fast food fave. My brother is still here. We just did the Chick-fil-A video, and now we're going to be going back to Red Lobster again with today on the docket we have lobster pizza, rebranded as lobster flatbread, but it's the same thing. It is spinach, or it's basically a pizza margarita with lobster. Does it have a white sauce on it?
I'd say it's an oil brush.
Okay. It used to be round, but now it's square. And there are so many tomatoes on this slice, it looks like bruschetta.
Crunches like it too.
Lobster pizza is probably my favorite Red Lobster thing ever since they got Red Lobster appetizer. Ever since they got rid of the bread bowl fondue, which was amazing. It was like a crab. It was like a crab and lobster bisque in a bread bowl, and you just dipped other pieces of bread in it. It was perfect. One time when I was with my grandma and grandpa, we went to Red Lobster, and I ordered that as my lunch, just that bread bowl. What?
I was just thinking. Well, at first I had to look it up because I know I've been to a place that did a legit lobster pizza.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, if you ever get the chance, it's better.
My brother is an Epicurean in addition to being a chef. He knows good food and he enjoys it. Like, he can't even have my mom's chili anymore because he's had chili made by an actual Hispanic person and says it's 10 times better.
I don't know about the Hispanic. Maybe
Oh.
I have. One of my instructors was a Texan,
Oh!
so I've had good Texas chili.
Okay, well, that is the only kind of good chili because it doesn't have beans in it.
All meat. But yeah, Getty's by the Sea in Bar Harbor.
Oh, yeah, okay. So I'm the asshole because I haven't been to Maine, Mr. Worldwide.
Yes.
I'd love to go to Bar Harbor.
If we ever get enough scratch together and some PTO, we should. I'd like to go there with somebody.
Who's not an asshole?
Well,
Okay,
I couldn't take you then, but
I was gonna say less of an asshole.
less of a boomer.
Again, we literally just recorded the Chick-fil-A thing, so that's still on our minds.
You're always on my mind. Was that horrible enough? I can get worse.
I'd rather you not. My brother can't actually sing. He used to sing in the shower, but he stopped after Michaela and I
That
found
was
out.
like twice. Just because I had a shower radio briefly, and then it broke because I dropped it.
Dropped her through it.
The thing slipped.
Oh. It can withstand water. It can't withstand a little fall.
Just like I found.
My brother and I are both anti-Apple.
I'm not anti-Apple. I just like to see them be better.
Which will never happen because they never push the envelope. They're like Nintendo. They have their own closed system, and they don't make any advancement until they see someone else try at it. Like, for God's sakes, it took them forever to get a multiplayer shooter out. Granted, Splatoon is supposed to be a lot of fun, but that was like 2017 when that finally got released. No, wait. I think the original Splatoon was on Wii U. Excuse me. Man, these videos with family members are weird. Maybe we should get Caliber and do a podcast. My brother, my cousin, and me. Instead of my brother, and me.
Okay.
What?
Okay. I don't know what that is.
Do you know Monster Factory?
Do they make monster trucks?
No, they play video games and make horrible aberrations of science in them. You've never seen The Final Pam?
No.
Oh. Basically, the McKill... What?
Can we get a normie in the chat?
This is the kind of person I grew up with. This passive-aggressive monster.
I'm not just passive.
I'm trying to make you seem like a better person than you are.
Lies and slander. Wait, no. Lies. Deception. Rogue One. Come on, I thought you were the nerd.
I saw Rogue One like once.
It's one of my favorite Star Wars movies. Everybody dies.
I think it was too fan servicey. Like, the whole thing with Darth Vader was just, like, what the F, man? He could do that, but he could barely fight Obi-Wan on the Death Star.
Oh, have you seen that one edit? Somebody, like, remade that fight scene with modern choreographs.
Oh.
It looked good. It made you understand why Ben Kenobi was needed for the Resistance. He could have stacked bodies.
But then in Kenobi, it's confirmed that he kind of lost touch with the Force, and that's why he was so weakened.
Well, he reconnected, and then he resumed his training with Qui-Gon. Yeah, it was a method of hiding under the bones of another super. Plus, you know he had that pocket sand.
I never saw the end of Kenobi. Did he and Vader have another fight?
They had, like, one where Kenobi, he got raked across the coals.
Almost literally.
But then it was more about being the smarter tactician, so he wasn't even in the same vicinity as Vader, while deceiving him, because even after being disconnected for, 9 years, he was still more attuned with the Force.
Also, I'll give Kenobi this. It makes sense now why Leia named her son after him. I still think Kylo's name should have been Bail Solo. Or Bail Organa.
But then he would have been compared and found lacking, and he would have fallen to the dark side sooner.
Of course, if you believe the certain subsections of the internet, Leia was his mom, and then Admiral Holdo was his other mom.
Oh, that Holdo. Okay. I was just thinking, like, what if Leia was just zooted on painkillers? Han was drunk because he couldn't handle the stress of becoming a father, so they left the naming to Luke. Boy's lucky he wasn't named Owen.
It's weird how many, like, fictional names there are in Star Wars, and then just Owen, Luke,
Ben.
Ben. You know, I hate Rise of Skywalker. The scene where Han's ghost talks to Kylo is actually really good.
Yeah, great scenes. Zero connective storyline.
All because Ryan Johnson decided to make a good movie, and both the internet and J.J. Abrams took offense.
Rihanna.
Rian? I've heard Rian, I'm going to call him Ryan. It's R-I-A-N.
Rain, half backwards.
Or bass-ackwards, as people sometimes say. People?
Specifically your grandmother.
Yes.
Who also says he has the the AC/DC. Or the dreaded diarrhea.
She's also who called Walmart Wally World for years.
She probably got that from the movie, and then we just didn't know.
Do you think they paid for that spot? Because, like, they do go to the physical, real-life Walmart, but then it's to go to Wally World, which is a parody of Disney World, Disneyland. And then they hold John Candy hostage with a BB pistol.
There's a BB pistol?
It was an airsoft gun, yeah.
Oh.
He's like, Mr. Griswold, that's just a BB pistol. And then he tries to get out of the roller coaster, and Clark shoots him in the butt. He's like, ah! And then they get someone to cameo who looks a ton like Roy Disney. Not Walt's brother Roy.
His nephew.
Yeah, the one who took over the company in the
RJ.
80s. Yeah. Who also had a weird cameo in House of Mouse, because there's that episode where Mickey accidentally sends an email of friendship to Mortimer Mouse, and then thinks he sends the hate mail he meant to send to Mortimer to someone else who he thinks is Minnie. But then at the end you discover that he actually sent it to Roy Disney Jr. And he's like, what did I do to him?
Remember that thing, that little 150 or 100 years of animation, whatever it was, that came out last year?
The one that goes do do do. Oh no, you're talking about the one where all the guys cameo.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Just know there was allegedly a cut scene where Yzma winked at Hercules, and he looked uncomfortable.
To be fair, don't say it. Don't say it, Joe. Damn you! One of my verbal tics has become the bane of my existence ever since my brother started watching Letterkenny.
Hey, I finished watching Letterkenny.
So you did see the scene where everyone gangs up on McMurphy.
I mean, there's like a couple of those.
The one where he's hosting and...
Yeah, that was...
That's the only really good scene to me.
Well, there's so much more that you need to watch of that show, then.
Anyway, you need to watch Dungeon Meshi first.
I'll get around to it.
Anyway, what am I trying to say?
Words.
The pizza's good. My brother is the bane of my existence.
There's always something better.
There's always a bigger fish. There's always a bigger lobster pizza.
Yeah, it was.
Excuse me. Anyway, y'all have a good one. This is Royce Miller. I'm outie.